Welcome to the first annual SB Baseball Draft. I'm Dave Colson, as you will know me, manager of the Village Cardinals, and I'm going to be here alongside with Commissioner Keith Reinhardt to do the draft. Now, we're in for an exciting season of SB Baseball. I mean, we've got new teams from AAA, returning champions. We also have a lot of changes to the SB Baseball League, which we're going to discuss today. We're also going to discuss other SB sports news, our favorite picks and everything, and we're also going to be doing what everyone's looking for, the draft lottery. There are 20 of these slips of paper with each team's name in them. Thrown in there randomly, we're going to pick them out and figure out where you'll be drafting. Now, to join me for this draft lottery and other talk, welcome the owner of the Sweetbriar franchise and commissioner of all real SB leagues, Keith Reinhardt. How's it going, Keith?
Good, how are you?
Not too bad.
On behalf of all SB Sports, I'd like to say welcome to the draft, and hopefully everyone's going to get the draft that they were hoping for, their pick. And I'm going to be announcing it each time. Village here, Dave Colson selects a lottery sheet, and then let's get this thing started. So we're gonna start down from 20, and then we're gonna end it at the first overall pick in the SB 2009 draft. All right, so let's get this started then. In the 20th pick in the 2009 SB Baseball Draft is going to the North Sea Tigers.
Nice.
And the 19th overall pick goes to the Sunshine State Marlins. And 18th overall in the draft is going to the Woodville Giants. So what are we at here?
We're at 17 now.
Okay. And 17th in the draft goes to the Village Cardinals. There you go, Dave.
That's all right. I have the same pick in hockey, and we're doing pretty good in there, so we'll see how it goes.
All right.
Nope.
And the 16th draft pick goes to the Farragut Dodgers, the newbie, who was drafted and recruited from a former league that I was in, and he's going to be joining us in SB Baseball this year. Should be a lot of fun.
Wait, 15?
15. And 15th in the draft goes to the Lenox Rays. And 14th overall in the SB 2009 baseball draft goes to the Long Island Mets. And 13th overall is going to the Jersey City Mariners. Here comes number 12 in the SB draft, which will be happening around 3/4 of the way through March. And it's going to the Aurora Red Sox. Number 11 in the SB draft is going to the Gillette Rangers. Here's number 10, and it's going to the Forest Hill Cubs.
Speaking of,
9th overall draft pick is going to the defending SB baseball champions, Elmhurst White Sox. And 8th overall in the SB draft is going to the Sweetbriar Blue Jays. 8'll have to do. I'll have to figure something out. That's tough though. 7 is going to the Stewart Braves. Number 6 is going to the Lakeland Athletics. The top 5 draft picks. Most people would be happy if they got this.
number 5?
Number 5 is going to the Steel City Pirates. Number 4 is going to rookie, the Hoboken Angels. Top 3. Speaking of the Concord Yankees will be getting the 3rd overall pick. And
Looks like that will be number 2. And the number 1 pick in this year's SB Baseball Draft.
number 1 draft pick is going to the Carolina Orioles.
Which means that number 2
That just leaves 1.
will be going to Moon Hill. Get your own Hill Brewers.
Moon Hill Get Your Own Brewers is getting the 2nd overall draft pick in the SB 2009 baseball draft. All right.
Hold on. If you guys want to stick around, we do have some rule changes and changes to the format and some updates from other leagues if you guys would like to listen to that. But if you were just looking for your draft position, there you go. We'll probably have it posted eventually, probably about a week on the website. We're going to welcome Keith back here. I mean, I'm glad you guys enjoyed the lottery, but we got a few other things we'd like to talk about. So Keith, what's What's number one on your mind right now?
Well, first thing I'd like to talk about is, first of all, I'd like to welcome all the newbies to SB Baseball into the system. Hopefully it'll be around next year, after this year.
Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of big names. I mean, the one big story that kind of happened that a little bit flew under the radar was you taking away that first season of SB Baseball. I mean, what is your reaction to everyone saying that it wasn't a true title? I mean, do you believe that you should have lost that title?
Well, you know, all I can really say is we'll never know what could have happened if I didn't. It's not, I don't want to know what to call it, but the managers, it wasn't so much the first year actually. The first year it was just there was 6 teams. You can't even call it SB League. There was no like weird trades or anything. There wasn't even any trades at all, I don't think. I just won it, but I'm not going to count it as SB League. It's just a title of my own in another baseball league. The second year I took away, that's different. There was about like 10 teams that followed the SB format, and we called it an SB League. And it would have been if every team changed their name properly, but there were a lot of managers that just weren't really participating, and at the time the league wasn't developed enough, and they didn't really care, so they'd do trades that would benefit myself, and they just didn't care enough. And I still had a good team to begin with, so I can't really say I would have lost, but I was the first place team, and I think I had a 200 game lead on the second place. It was Forest Hill at the time. And that's just not really right. I mean, I still had a good team, so I could have won it, but who knows, maybe someone else could have. So I just feel it's my duty to take away that championship, and right now I do not have a championship.
Yeah, I believe I was in, I think, 4th place at about 468 games behind first place.
Well, anyways, so Village gets that 4th place taken away as well, so it's not just me. It happens to Forest Hill. He got 2nd place that year, and that medal is going to be taken away as well. So that it's unfortunate, but it has to happen. So this is now going to be the official 3rd SB season.
Yeah.
And it's going to be very competitive. I can already feel it now. We've got a lot of good teams. Managers, we've got some emails, and you've been saying that you're questioning if the league will be active the whole year, some of the newbies especially. Let me guarantee you it will be active. I can promise you that everyone will be trying, and it'll be a great year.
And you know, even if some of the newbies, there's always some leagues where managers aren't active. I mean, SB basketball, Bronzeberry's not a very active manager. There's a few in every league, but the rest of us, we usually make up for it. I mean, most of us make at least 1 post a day, sometimes even 10, depending on what's the topic of the discussion.
And the posts have really surprised me so far. We got 200 almost, and the draft hasn't even started. That's incredible. That's great to see, and they're real posts too. I mean, again, thank you Dodgers for spicing up the league a little bit. Last year we had 2,500 posts, but this year I think we're going to be well over that mark. And Dodgers going to be talking trash all year, and that's what we need in the league. Don't you agree, Dave?
Yeah, to an extent. I mean, Dodgers, you haven't really proved yourself or anything,
no.
And the trash talk, veterans who have proved in this league. I mean, you can say that there have been players like Woodside, most of us remember, said, I was amazing in all these other leagues, and he came here and finished almost dead last. So, you're not a proven veteran until you prove it in an SB format.
You proved it in other leagues, we're all aware of that, but so have the rest of us. We've had our success in other leagues, but you got to prove it in SB League, man.
Exactly.
Talk is cheap, the key word. So that wraps it up for our SB, our first ever baseball draft in SB Sports. We'll see you again for basketball, I guess.
Probably.
And we'll probably use some updates and whatnot. So until then, we'll see you next time. Thank you for tuning in.